Hi everyone, today I'll walk you through the essentials of SAP navigation to save you time figuring out the basics. In this video, we will cover what is SAP Easy Access Screen, how to use transaction code, direct versus full path method, how to show T codes in the menu, view your recent transactions, difference between SAP standard menu and user specific menu, how to open multiple sessions, the purpose of /n and /o commands, how to use F1, F3 and F4 function keys, what are mandatory, optional and match code fields, creating or changing favorites, how to check your SAP system version, what is SPRO and why it's important, understanding exit keys. When you first log into SAP, the first screen you will see is called SAP Easy Access, also known as the home screen. This is where most end users perform their daily tasks. Starting from the top, we have the menu bar, which gives you access to various system functions. Just below that is the standard toolbar. To the left, you will see the command field. This is where users enter transaction codes or T codes to quickly jump to a specific screen. Then we have title bar. Since we are on the home page, it says SAP Easy Access. As and when you move into the different areas or a page in SAP, you will see the title changes, and this will give you the title of that particular area or the page. And then we have application toolbar. Now we'll look these into the SAP itself. So menu bar up top here, which has different functions there if you click on each of them, and then we have the standard toolbar here, and the command field to the left. This command field is used for the transaction code. Before I go there, sometime you may click on this button by mistake, and then you may wonder where or why the command field has disappeared. So you click it again and you will get it back. So command field, which is used to enter a T code or a transaction code. So what is a T code really? A T code, short for transaction code, is a shortcut to directly access a specific function in SAP without having to click through the full menu path. For example, instead of navigating through the full menu to create a purchase order, you can simply enter ME21N here into the command field and hit enter. I'll show you both the full path and the T code method, so you can see the difference in speed and efficiency. So suppose if we want to create a purchase order, I'll show you the full path first. We will go into logistics, material management, purchasing, purchase order, and then create. There you will get the option to create purchase order. So if we double click on this one, you will get the next screen to create purchase order. So this was the full path method. Now how we can get into this page without going through the full path is, if we know the T code, enter the T code here, ME21N. As you can see there in the full path, it shows you what the T code is for this specific path. So if you just enter the T code, hit enter, you will directly jump into that particular area or the page. Now one more thing, sometimes you may see this T code has disappeared on your screen. You don't know how to get it. So if you go into extra settings, so you may see this checkbox is unticked. So if it's like this, so I'll show you how it is. So let's suppose if I untick it, and then now if I try to go back again, management, purchasing, purchase order, create, I don't see the ME21 and the T code. So to get it back again, go into extras, settings, and if I tick this option here, and now if I go back and see that purchasing, purchase order, create is back again. So that's a difference. This is how we display transaction code in menu path. Next, how to view recent transaction codes list. If you click on the command field here, the drop down arrow, you will see all the T codes you have recently used there in the command field. Next, SAP user specific menu and SAP standard menu. If when you open your SAP homepage, you will see up top there is two options. First one is for user menu, and then the second one here is the SAP menu. If you hover over, so SAP menu. So these two you can jump to either or by this method. Next, opening multiple sessions. How to open multiple sessions? So there is two ways. One is you click on system and now click on new GUI window. So if I click on there, it opens another session or new session. This is one. The second is if you hover over this star button, you will see their new GUI window. So if I click this here, this is the second method you can open another SAP session. So by default, SAP allows you to open up to 6 sessions at the same time, which means you can work on multiple tasks without logging in again. Now let's talk about /n and /o command. /n, this tells SAP to exit the current transaction and go to the new one. So suppose if you are into ME21N and now you want to go to VA01, if you enter, and if you try to go to VA01 without entering /n at the beginning, SAP will not go to that page, so it will not take you to that page. If I try again, same, nothing. So if I start with /n, now VA01, it will close the current session, this particular session, and go to the new one. So now if I hit enter, so it took me to the new screen, VA01. However, notice I only have one screen open now. The first one automatically closed. So now let's suppose if I want to, so now /o, what is the function? The function of entering /o at the beginning. So if I enter /o, and now if I want to open a new session, ME21N, so hit enter, it will open a new session by keeping the previous or the current one still open. So previous and open, and the new one is also open. So VA01 here, ME21N here. So both screens are now, or both sessions are now open. From easy access screen, you can enter a T code with or without /n. Both works fine, but normally we do not use /n when on home screen or easy access screen. Next, functions of F1, F3, and F4 keys. So F1 is basically a help key. So if you do not know or want to know more about a particular area, so just put your cursor in that area and then press F1. Let's suppose if I want to know what this area is, if I press F1, it will tell me what this is, the whole thing about this area, its definition, etc. And then if I, for example, if I put my cursor there under the supplier and I don't know what this box is, so it will tell you about this box, what this box is, and what it is for, etc. And now if I put in here F1, so anywhere, so click again, purchasing. So definition, what a purchasing organization is, an organizational unit in logistics, subdividing an enterprise according to the requirements of the purchasing. So all the details is here, you can read it. So any area, if you need some help, etc., just put your cursor there and press F1. F3, so there is two ways to go back. One is up top, you see this green button there. If you hover over, you will see the back. So in brackets with the back, you will see F3. So you either press this button or F3. So if I press if I do not press this now and I'm pressing F3 from my keyboard, so it took me back. So same function, F3 or the back button. So F3 is for the back. F4, so if I go back again, ME21N there, So F4 is basically where there's some matching entries. So if you press F4 or this the button on the right side, we will look into this in a minute. So if you press in there, so it will tell you all the magic entries there. So there and in the box, and if you press F4, same thing. Either you click through the mouse or just press F4 from the keyboard. So F4 again, so it tells me all the possible entries for purchasing group there. Next one is mandatory, optional, and match code fields. So let's suppose if I open a new session here, and if I want to create a new material here, MM01, I select enter industry material type, for example, and enter, go with the available options, so leave it for now. And if I go in with the test material, for example, 002, and now so in SAP screen, in SAP screens, mandatory fields are usually marked with a check mark or colored yellow, like in this case. So there's a check mark here. So this shows that this box is mandatory. This must be filled in before continuing, otherwise the SAP will not let you to move on to the next page. Optional fields can be left blank. For example, this field here, this can be left blank, or you can enter anything of your own as per your requirement. And match code fields let you search for valid entries. You can use F4 here as well, or you press this little button to the side. So this is your match code. So it gives you all possible entries. If I click, yeah, so it gives you all possible entries for this possible area to select and proceed for your work. So if I complete or enter, since I know, okay, fine, okay, F4, and now I am going to select, for example, each, and this is my optional. So if I leave this blank for now, if I try to hit enter, so SAP throws an error, hard error, make an entry in mandatory field material group. So until unless I make an entry here, it will not move to the next page. So even if I put something here, test, enter, same thing. So same error. Now here, if I go in and make this entry here, now I'm pressing enter, let me to go or move to the next page. So that's the difference between mandatory, optional, and match code fields. Now let's talk about create, change, favorites. So if I open another session there, so here is your favorites. Let me delete these first. Delete all favorites there. Delete, yeah, delete. So all gone. Now if let's suppose if I want to add some favorite entries, this helps me in my day-to-day to create favorite folder here and add frequently used T codes for quick access. Just right click here on the favorite and insert transaction there. Let's suppose ME21N, and then another one, insert transaction ME51N, another one, for example, MIGO, and another one, MIRO. So this is how we can enter the T codes under the favorites. So let's suppose if I want to organize further, I can also create folders. So this folder, let's suppose, is for government. I want to create another folder for goods receipt. I want to create another folder for invoice receipt there. So now I can oh, one more thing, yeah, that's fine. So now I can drag and drop T codes according to their relevant folder. Procurement, drop in there. Procurement, invoice receipt, and goods movement will go into goods receipt. So this is how you can create favorites. Next, how to check your SAP system version. For that, what you need to do is you need to go into system status, and there you will see there you will click on here the details. But before that, you see there says database data. So this is about the database using the HANA database, this particular version of SAP. So you see the HANA database, all the HDB, etc. And then for the system version, you click on details there, and then installed product version, and then you will see here SAP S/4HANA 2023. That's the system, the current system version. Another important term, let me close this. You might hear is SPRO. SPRO, which stands for SAP Project Reference Object. This is where most configuration settings happen, but it's typically used by consultants or system administrators. We can talk about this area in upcoming videos, but for now, just to show you, this is the SPRO area and how we go into that particular area. And lastly, understanding exit keys. To log off, you can click on here, systems, and log off. So if you click on there, log off, SAP will give you the warning message, do you want to log off? So any unsaved data will be lost. If you're sure, say yes. If you're not, save the data first and then log off. So in this case, I'll say no. The second method, or the way to log off, is if you type in /. So just notice how many before that I have opened 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions. If you type in /nex in the command field, it will instantly close all sessions without a warning. So use this only when you are sure everything is saved. So we now have 4 sessions opened, and if I hit enter, gone. Everything is closed. I did not get any warning message. So that's it. You are now ready to work smarter in SAP. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more SAP tutorials. Thanks for watching.